Alright, starting today off bright and early. But right now, I am going to get a workout in because like I said in my little update video, we are moving. We are moving. There aren't any boxes. Well, there are boxes, but there aren't any boxes in our house yet. We're mostly moving stuff that's been in. We have like 3 or 4 storage units that have had furniture from all the other houses we've lived in. That we had always intended on moving into a house we either built or into the house we were moving into. So either a house that we planned on moving into at some point. So now we're trying to get everything out of those storage units and either into the garage or actually into the house. And so far, we've almost completely cleaned out one of the storage units. The other ones are mostly stuff that would go in our garage, but the garage is not completely moved out of yet. My sister still has a bunch of her stuff in there. And a lot of it is stuff that when you're a parent you collect over the years, like baby toys and things like that. And not for kids or babies anymore, so she's trying to find ways to get rid of a lot of it. And it's proving to be harder than we anticipated, which I think is crazy because we know like 5 or 6 people that are having kids within the next 3 months. So, okay, I will show you that we are moving because the house that we're moving into looks more like one that's being moved out of, if that makes any kind of sense. Good Monday morning, anyway. Feeling so fresh and so clean. So, we did a lot of moving. I said I was going to show you guys some of the moving process, but we were like getting going the whole time we were there. So, maybe some other time, maybe tomorrow or something like that. Actually, tomorrow we're going to be in the tasting room, and I'm actually doing full-on training to be behind the bar in the tasting room tomorrow, because we have a bunch of new wines that I have to talk about to people. So maybe Wednesday is the more accurate term. I don't know. You guys are gonna see this on Friday, so we'll see. But right now, I'm about to get in my car and go see Inside Out, the new Pixar movie, because I've heard great things about it, and my sister invited me, so that should be fun. But I feel so much better. It's supposed to be 104 degrees this week. Okay, I live in Washington. It is never, unless you're out in the desert, like in the Tri-Cities, like 140 degrees in June. So if it's going to be 104 degrees here, it's going to be like 114 in the Tri-Cities. It is going to be unbearably hot. Whee! Not fun. I'm going to be staying indoors. Inside. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Alright, so day 2 of not going to the gym, but going and moving stuff. This was kind of a surprise for me today. I thought we were definitely going to the gym, but I guess not. Uh-oh. It's windy today. It's not 104 yet, but it is really windy. So I'm gonna go over, help move stuff. That'll be my workout. That might just be like my going to the gym for a while. Because it's pretty clear that we are not doing that anytime soon. Oops, I need to lock the house up. So day 2. So it also occurred to me though that this thing is all screwed up. Fixing my mirror. That I didn't tell you guys about Inside Out. It was really good. My sister and I both thought about her oldest child and how her oldest child is 10, like the main character, who's actually 11, and is going through all the stuff that's going on in her head. Same thing, except the character that she channels the most is Disgust, the Mindy Kaling character. So that was fun. Well, good morning.
My schedule just got completely changed on me. So basically, hang on, Riley. My parents are going to visit some of their friends who live in Oregon overnight trip. And at the same time, they've forgotten that they needed to take him to the vet. So not only am I taking him to the vet today, but tomorrow I'm taking him to get his bath. So he's going to just love me by the end of the next 2 days. Anyway, and then in addition to that, I have a little like work-related phone call tonight. And I'm a busy dude. Like, what, 2 weeks out of college now? A week out of college, and I'm like just busy. Busy. But right now, I'm actually taking him to his vet appointment. We think, so the last month or so, he's had bouts of TMI, by the way. He's had bouts of diarrhea, and then in the last, 2 days, he's been sneezing a lot. And for those of you that are pet owners out there, I'm not an expert on this, but my mom kind of is. And basically, it's not normal for dogs to sneeze a lot. It usually means that there's something in their nose, or they got stung on the nose or something like that, because that was my first assumption. But it can also mean that there's viruses or something. We don't think it's a virus. We think the two things are separate deals. What we do think is that maybe there's a tick up in his nose, because we've been picking it this year because of the warmth and how warm the winter was and things like that. Ticks are just everywhere, and he goes and plays in places where there's a lot of them. So we bring him in every night, and we're searching him for ticks, and we think there might be one up his nose. So that's how my day is starting. And part of me is kind of going, well, of all the things, if it's just a tick up his nose, that's not bad. But they might have to sedate him to get the tick out of his nose. So it's kind of like, great. Do I want to deal with a sedated dog, or do I want it to be something else? Oh, and there might be a rabbit under the car. That's great. Oh, we're about to have an eventful 2 days. Alright, so I'm back from the vet, and as you can see, there's no Riley with me. I had to leave him there because they are going to give him some anesthesia, and they're going to dig around in his nose for what they think is a grass seed up his nose, but it could still be a tick. So it's a little scary. Dogs and anesthesia and things like that. This would be the second time in a year he's had to go under for, or not second time in second time within a year that he's had to go under. Last time it was because he got backed up over by our neighbor and was bleeding, and that wasn't good. But yeah. So my schedule, I have my life has been 0 to 60, and my schedule basically changed in the last hour or so. From I was gonna have this meeting to help somebody figure out how to use LinkedIn, and basically right when we were gonna have that conversation is when Riley's gonna be done being operated on. So had to change that up. So now I have no idea what to do with myself for the next few hours. And I got coffee. That was the one thing. So, welcome to my crazy day. Alright, Riley's back. He's still a little doggy drunk. They had to sedate him to get the grass seed out of his nose. He's all caught up on his shots, and now I have to wait a little longer than normal to FEED him. Just so he doesn't, there's less of a chance of him throwing up what he eats. So, gonna wait a little while. I'll probably feed him around the time that, around the time that I will order myself some pizza, because that's what I do. I was gonna go across the highway to the barbecue joint, but it's not open until tomorrow. So just gonna order some pizza. What are you doing? And he's just chilling. I'm trying to get him to drink some water because he's panting a lot, and I think some of that is, he hasn't been able to drink for a while, and some of that is because it's hot. Oop. I didn't film it, but he almost fell over. I think he just needs to go lay down. Good early morning, everybody. Right now I'm getting ready to take Riley to go get his bath. As I mentioned in the previous clip, his little nasal surgery went well. It wasn't even really surgery, they just needed to sedate him so they could poke around in his nose. Now he's gonna hate me again because he has to go get a bath. He reeks like really bad. He woke me up at 5:45 this morning to take him out, which was kind of cool because I get to watch the sun come up. But I was also went stupid and went to bed at like 2:30 in the morning. So I'm running on a little less than 4 hours of sleep. So coffee is going to be my best friend today. And it's also supposed to be 98 degrees, throwback, today. And then 104 degrees tomorrow and 105 degrees on Saturday. It is going to be hell. But that doesn't bother me right now. That will bother me later today. Ready to go get a bath? Wanna go for a car ride? Wanna get in the car? He doesn't trust me anymore. Ready? You wanna go for a car ride? Wanna get in the car? Okay. Alright, so right now I'm getting ready to go pick up Riley. They just told me to come get him at 1:30, and because of all the construction work that's been going on the road, sorry, that was kind of weird angle. I need to leave a little earlier than I normally would. And it's hot. Like, it was like 10 when I got back, and it was already 75 degrees. It's going to be 95, it said on my thing today, but I always guess that's going to be about 3 to 4 degrees hotter than what it actually says. So it's going to be hot in the car, and I'm going to get the air conditioning blasted so then Riley is nice and comfortable in there, and then probably let him out before it gets really bad, but it's probably already really bad, and hope that it's not horrible later on this evening, and then I can take him out again then. So that is my day today. It's kind of simple. Just started off a lot earlier than I would have liked. All right.